The play closet. When Grandpa was a little boy, and that was a long time ago, we lived in that old yellow farmhouse with the mansard roof and dormers. We used to call the dormers doghouses. There's a picture of them on page 34 as well. Although the farm was nearly level, the farmstead was located near the center of the land, which was also the highest point of the property. The very top of the house was flat and sealed with tin roofing. There were wooden shingles on the mansard portion of the roof. The house had no insulation, so it tended to be hot in the summer and cold in the winter. At times the wind would howl and blow through the walls, for they were hollow. We could hear the mice playing around in the walls. Any mouse hole in the floor would be plugged up with a piece of tin can nailed in such manner as to close that hole. Still, I remember the time Tommy and I were getting into the bed we shared, and Tommy said, "There's a mouse in the bed." Mama said that wasn't so. But in fact, there was. When the sheets were fully turned back, it scampered away. Frequently we would make toys such as a tractor and wagon out of tinker toys, boards, and sticks. I remember making these tinker toy tractors and plows, and then farming the living room floor. My mother decided that Tommy and I needed a special playroom for those few toys we had. Our upstairs bedroom had an unfinished closet on the north side, which was very narrow and situated between the mansard roof rafters and the wall. It therefore came to a point on the top. The closet included one of the north dormers, a match for the one shown in the picture on page 34. That was good, for it allowed light into the closet and more floor space. It was cold in winter, but not so hot in the summer as the sun did not shine directly into the room. Mama nailed cardboard to the walls and rafters to line the closet. Cardboard boxes were used for shelves and storage. The closet was 8 feet long, but because it was so narrow, there was not enough room for a chair. The extra space provided by the dormer inside the closet was very helpful. The floor was just unfinished pine boards, but I remember how we liked having a special little play closet. Tommy and I would sometimes play on the roof. The back porch had a flat, sealed tin roof, which we could access with a ladder. It was just barely possible for me to scale the west side roof to the flat top of the house from the porch, climbing on some boards nailed to the roof for that purpose. The only chimney was in the middle of the house, and therefore the middle of the flat roof. With good imagination, that chimney served as a parapet or lookout point from which we could see the whole farm and beyond. We would pretend it was a fort or a castle. Using it as a lookout, we could defend our whole property much as knights might defend their castle. The roof of the house is usually not a good place to play, for just walking on the asphalt may cause a flat area to leak. But our house was sealed tin on that flat part, and even so, it probably wasn't our mother's favorite place for her boys to play.